What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Digibyte to Bitcoin. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are doing a giveaway on the channel at 5,000 subscribers for some Crypto TV merch. So otherwise, let's get on with today's episode. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a few things, basically just looking at some technical analysis, as well as basically discussing the huge potential I see within the crypto space, in my opinion. Now, I just want to jump onto the coin market cap right now that I currently pulled up. I did refresh it before, and I did want to look at a few things and then get into some technical analysis. Now, first thing to notice is that the market cap is $205 billion, which is interesting because yesterday we were below that by quite a bit. So I want to say about $6 to $8 billion has re-entered the crypto space, whether that was because it was pulled out or moved around or there was more volume being put into the market. We do see it up a fair amount, quite a bit, 24-hour volume being 14.3 billion, and something to keep in mind is a Bitcoin dominance at 53.5%. Now, to touch upon that, I don't remember the last time I have seen a 53.5% Bitcoin dominance. It must have been a very, very, very long time ago. Now, something that's literally just popping up as an event on the screen is you can see this blockchain cruise to Europe, September 7th to the 11th. Has any of you guys heard of that? Or do you plan on going? Like, do you have any information on that? Because I think that's pretty interesting, in my opinion, that they're actually doing a cryptocurrency cruise. I don't think I'll be able to attend. I will be in school, but if you guys have any information about that, please do leave a comment below. Let me know your opinions on that. Do you plan on actually going on this? I definitely would like to hear more about that. Otherwise, let's just scroll down. You know, as always, check out the top 10 cryptos. So, beautiful day across the board, in my opinion. Everything is green. Personally, I think the whole freaking market is green, except for like a few coins that are down, but I'm seeing double-digit percentages right now that are up quite a bit. Now, interesting to see a high Bitcoin dominance, but actually, never mind. I do think they're kind of neck and neck in terms of Bitcoin and the altcoins. Bitcoin's at up 3% at $6,300. Ethereum at $288, still trying to break that 300. We need to get above. Very unfortunate, we broke below some pretty critical supports. Shocker that Ethereum was like $1,600, $1,500 at one point, up 6.2%. Ripple at 28 cents, up 6%. And then we see Litecoin up 3.5% at $55. That's an interesting number. It sounds like somebody made a video yesterday and the day before and the day before that saying that 55 was a pretty big support, and it seems like Litecoin went right back to 55, like I said in yesterday's video when we were below that. So interesting. It doesn't seem like I was wrong, considering I did mention that we were going to 55, and if we break below 55 we would head right back up to it. So we're definitely going to check that out on the technical analysis. Funny how I did mention that. Just wanted to point that out. But another thing to notice is Monero at $91, up 10%, about to hit double digits, which is pretty interesting, pretty cool to see that, taking advantage of this small opportunity to lock in some potential and move up on the board right now. So to jump into some technical analysis, first thing I want to look at is Bitcoin. Now, one thing I want to notice is as we're on this daily right now, you can see we did touch very close to the bottom on the RSI, very, very, very close to being oversold. Lucky for us, we did not enter that territory. Now, that doesn't mean we aren't going to go there. It's very possible that we can. But another thing I want you guys to take note of is the fact that look at all this volume right here. Now, to me, that signifies that there's a lot of support there. That is a very, very, very strong level that doesn't want to be broken. And what I mean by that is look at how long these wicks are. Now, what I mean by that is the fact that this is considered a candle. One candle represents a day. The fact that we shot all the way down below here and then all the way back up, what that means is the fact that this is all the range that the Bitcoin went to in this day. But you can see how we moved back up and closed here. So that means this is where we started from at the top. We went all the way down here and then we closed right back above that line, which is very interesting in my opinion. Now, interesting enough, it seems like today we had the coin go all the way up to like $6,600. $300, a $300 jump from the current price we're at right now. But you can see how there's a lot of resistance and support at this level, mainly in this channel right here that I'm going to zoom in and show you guys. So you can see how I have two lines drawn right here, and it seems to be a major support slash resistance area, resistance being the top right here, support being the bottom. And it seems like we're channeling in here trying to break up, but it doesn't seem like we're getting much luck. Now that is kind of it's a heartache to me, mainly because the longer we hang out in this channel, the better chances we have of breaking down, which isn't necessarily a good thing. It's bearish, but if we do build enough support and volume, we should see the price break out. Now, it's nice to see that we are most likely going to close this candle above yesterday's, which is a good sign. So we'll see where we start tomorrow. In my opinion, I do think things are looking quite nice. Did we hit the bottom exhaustion? We're going to have to figure it out. But otherwise, we're looking at the 4-hour on Bitcoin right now. You can see we were teeter-tottering on being oversold, shot up pretty darn high, in my opinion, now at 50, which is a very comfortable area for the relative strength index. Look at how quickly we shot up off of that, and you can see where the resistance is right here, this channel. Very small channel, but you can see we're kind of using it as support right now off the top. We shot all the way up to like 66.37, which is pretty high. Interesting enough was we're going to have to start battling this high-low middle moving average when it comes lower down. You can see we tried to do it a little bit over here. Didn't have the support, and we did fall. But hopefully we can use this, trade sideways for a little bit, and then inevitably jump right back up and retest $6,700 in that area, test that high-low middle moving average. So things do look quite nice. We are back above support, so that is okay in my opinion. Next, let's check out Litecoin. So definitely an interesting play here, in my opinion. We are looking at Litecoin on the daily. Another thing to keep in mind is, unlike Bitcoin, Litecoin on the daily chart is extremely, extremely oversold. Like, I'm talking about all the way down at like 23, which is very low on the relative strength index. Now, I do see a lot of potential in here. I do think a lot of these cryptos are not only oversold, which basically is telling us that we're going to move up very soon, but it's also, I do think a lot of these coins are undervalued at the prices they're at, you know, with all this technology moving into the market and things and all this good news that's happening, except for the price. I know it's not necessarily being affected right now. I do think we're bound to move up so much higher, particularly soon. And I know, unfortunately, a lot of you guys are down like 75–80%, which is phenomenal to think that that could happen. But think about how quickly that happened, and then think about the potential of that reversing and how quick you could double those numbers and be 200% up. Definitely possible, something we have to, you know, look for. But otherwise, we do look quite nice. We did retest the bottom right here, which was the lowest support at 48. We didn't actually get to that level. I think we went to like 49.61, and then we shot right back up to the purple support level at around 55. Current price is 54.85. I think we're going to head right back up very soon, but definitely looks very nice in my opinion. We shot right back up to that critical support level. Hopefully we can hold that. Hopefully tonight we can close above 55. That would definitely be a good sign in my opinion. And inevitably, I'm still bearish though on Litecoin, unfortunately, until we can break this downtrend, that 8-month downtrend on the daily. So until we can break this yellow line right here, I'm unfortunately bearish. But let's just check out Litecoin on the 4-hour. And then we'll jump into Ethereum and then wrap it up with Digibyte. Hopefully that sounds good to you guys. So okay, so I have this pulled up right now. You can see as we move in how this was acting as support, then it acted as support again, broke below it, shot right back up, and it's trading right next to the price. You know, we could literally move this down ever so slightly to exactly 55. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but you can see how we were extremely oversold on the 4-hour as well at 22. We were as low as freaking 17, 16, which is pretty wild. Now we're at 42, which is a lot better in my opinion, but hopefully we can move up ever so slightly and just close above that line. That's truly what I'm waiting for. We are coming very close though to this resistance level right here. This the high-low middle moving average is actually channeling the resistance band, the downtrend on the 8-month yellow downtrend that I drew. So that's kind of interesting. That may backfire in our faces, in my opinion. There's the potential that when we retest this, if we're going to test the high-low middle moving average and the downtrend at the same time, that's a lot of downwards pressure, and we're going to have to use a lot of volume to get above that. Now, if we do get above that, that is great news for crypto, especially Litecoin, to see us break numerous resistance levels and get above that. It'll definitely be a good sign. I'm sure a lot of people will be talking about that. But for right now, we're probably just going to consolidate, honestly, hopefully above 55. Hopefully we close above that. But we're going to see tomorrow, we're going to see tonight, and then we'll obviously talk about that in another video. But lastly, let's check out Ethereum. So Ethereum bottomed out, found its support. 290, also extremely oversold. So same thing with Litecoin. I guess Ethereum and Litecoin are probably going to be doing the same thing for a little bit below this downtrend that I drew yesterday. And I do think we're just going to consolidate a little bit and eventually retest the resistance level. Hopefully we can break above that. Obviously that's what we're looking for. And then I do think a quick jump to this high-low middle moving average is coming up next. So sorry if I'm not going as in depth on Ethereum. It doesn't seem like a lot of you guys are interested in that. If you are, I apologize. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure to go much more in depth in tomorrow's video. So definitely let me know if that is a concern to you and you want me to get a little more in depth on that. So lastly, to wrap things up, we're going to be checking out Digibyte. So I do know a lot of you guys are into Digibyte. I actually made merchandise, Crypto TV Digibyte, I guess, collab. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Link in the description if you're into that stuff. It is on Streamlabs. It's pretty awesome. There is some other merch to check out too. But one thing I'm noticing right off the bat is we're looking at Digibyte on the 4-hour, and there's just this wild downtrend that is like covering the whole freaking, you know, price level right here. I'm actually going to make this, I guess we'll leave it yellow. It doesn't hurt. So there's also a bottom support, so I'm going to draw that in really quick. Hopefully this is white. Let's see. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So let's get rid of this. Another adds most like, ooh, okay. So let's get rid of this. Okay, cool. So there is a downtrend on Digibyte. I'm just going to draw in some supports. We have one right here. We have another one at the bottom right here. Let's see, we have another one right here. So there's definitely a few areas to be looking at. I could draw a lot more as this scales up. You can see every time it falls down here, here, here. Those are support, actually resistance levels at the moment. But I drew on a few on the graph just so we can get a quick overview of things. So personally, Digibyte on the 4-hour was pretty oversold. Same ballpark as Ethereum and Litecoin. Currently sitting at around 46, so it did make a pretty good move in the recent time. You can see that massive jump that happened that brought us right back up here. Found a pretty nice bottom right here, so this is going to be acting as our support for the meantime. I do think it's a pretty strong support to see such a reversal like that. Now obviously it's finding this resistance that has been on the market since the 7th month. I think that's July, yes, 25th. So it's been a few months now, probably a month and a half, maybe. Let's go with that. And it's been holding on pretty darn strong. You can see the high-low middle moving average is right above it. So if it's not the downtrend that's going to push us down, it's the middle moving average that's going to push us down. So I do think we're going to consolidate. I do think we're going to use this line as support, potentially fall lower and use this as support, and then we're going to see it may consolidate slightly and then eventually retest this downtrend right here, hopefully break through, and then retest this high-low middle moving average. But we're going to see, you know, if things go downwards again, this middle moving average might come right neck and neck in it, and that's not a good thing. So we're definitely going to have to follow up on that in a later video. But otherwise, that's going to sum up the video for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like this content and you want more of it, make sure to leave a giant thumbs up, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.